Hi, welcome to module number 1 of the Big Data and Hadoop Developer course, and we are in lesson number 8. So this lesson speaks specifically about drivers of Hadoop adoption. So in the previous session, we have learned some of the few use cases of Hadoop, such as clickstream log data, social sentimental analysis, image classification, and fraud detection. In this particular lesson, we will be learning the drivers for Hadoop adoption. So why exactly people are adopting Hadoop, or why is it a very popular solution? So the first major point is that it is comparatively inexpensive. Now, as we are well aware, Hadoop can be very well built on commodity hardware. You can even create a Hadoop cluster using a pair of normal desktop machines. And when you think about the software, it is open source and it is freely available. So you might be saving millions of money in terms of software over a period of time. And also, when you look at the slave nodes, since the Hadoop architecture has built-in replication, it is not recommended to have the RAID configuration. So that saves a lot of money in terms of setting up the RAID configuration. And also, having a platform which is free is not good if you cannot have the additional tools to use with it. So it is like you have your Android mobile phone. Well, Android is a free operating system, and on top of that, there are a lot of free applications you can download and install. For example, WhatsApp, which is a free application. So much the same way, in a Hadoop world, you have a lot of applications which are developed by Apache, and most of them are open source and free. Now, the cost per terabyte to implement a Hadoop setup is cheaper than per terabyte cost of a tape backup. So traditionally, for archiving purpose, people used to have tape drives, and Hadoop is considerably cheaper than a tape drive. The second point is that Hadoop is a part of the Apache Software Foundation. Now, Apache Software Foundation has governance structure to ensure to open a democratic way to add new features, manage bugs, and create documentation. Like I have explained in the previous lesson, some of the big names in the industry such as IBM, Yahoo, Facebook, Cloudera, Microsoft all have contributed and keeps on contributing their percentage of share in developing new features to Hadoop, managing the bugs of Hadoop, and also creating proper documentation of Hadoop. So that means if a company has decided to invest certain amount of money in Hadoop, then they can be rest assured that their money will not be lost in long run. Now, the next key factor is regarding the size of a Hadoop cluster. Nearly all of the Fortune 500 companies is working with some form of or the other big data analytics, and these use cases and success stories across every industry segment drive adoption and usage. Now, when you select a particular product for your organizations, the first question that usually arises in your mind is this a well-suited, accepted product that is right there in the market? Now you can see that most of the Fortune 5000 companies are using Hadoop, and if you look at the specific use cases that are elaborated in their websites, you can see that in almost all cases Hadoop has provided a very powerful solution. Now, the second key point here is Hadoop grows with your data. Now, since Hadoop using the scale out strategy, it grows as your data grows, and practically there is no limit as to the number of machines you can add in a Hadoop cluster. And the hardware and software are being specially built for Hadoop. So unlike 5 or 6 years before, when Hadoop was in the early stages, now the industry demands specific tailor-made hardware to be available for Hadoop. So all the major players such as HP, Dell, Intel builds their product to be Hadoop compatible and Hadoop ready. The next key point is Hadoop can handle all kinds of data. Now, when you look at a solution such as Exadata or Teradata, or even if you go to the traditional RDBMS systems, you can handle only structured data, or if you're dealing with unstructured data, then maybe you have to be very specific. Maybe you can handle only image data or video data. But when it comes to Hadoop, it can handle all types of data at the same time, such as binary, images, video, audio, logs, etc. Apart from storing the data, Hadoop also allows us to run complex analytics on top of the data. Now, analytics is extremely important for business decision. Now, you can easily integrate tools such as Apache Mahout for machine learning and R for analytics, and again so many other tools along with Hadoop, so that your life becomes easier. So to wrap up in this particular lesson, we learned why Hadoop is being adopted by almost every company in the world. That's all for this lesson. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to raise a support ticket. Thank you.